Today in Judge Karen's court. He's always had a little problem with his big brother.
Has he been a good big brother?
I feel like I'm the older brother. He just so happens to be older than me.
But a car crash has crushed their once brotherly bond.
So what happened at the mall?
It was me and this guy were walking to the cars.
Right.
I give him the eye contact. That's me letting him know that I'm going to back out the car first.
Give your brother the look you gave the man.
That's it.
And bam, he hits my brother's car.
Now, find out if he's on a collision course with a queen of the court.
Well, insurance isn't going to pay if you allow somebody to drive your car.
If he tells them that he drove it.
Oh, now you want another criminal act you're teaching your brother.
Real judge. Real drama. Real justice. And now, you're about to enter Judge Karen's court. Plaintiff Gabriel McMiller is suing his older brother for utility bills and damages to his car. Gabriel says after he moved into his big brother's barren apartment, not only did he get stuck with paying their shared utility bills, but his sneaky sibling then stole his car and wrecked it at the mall. Defendant Willie McMiller denies owing his little brother anything. Willie says he shouldn't pay the utilities because he didn't need electricity anyway. And regarding the mall mashup, Willie claims the other guy backed into him and adds baby brother's insurance should pay for the repairs.
Mr. McMiller, you're suing your brother, Willie McMiller, for $1,964.50, car damages and utility bills.
Yes, ma'am.
And why are you smiling?
Because I don't believe I should be sued for
Anything.
anything.
Okay. What's your relationship like with your brother?
I mean,
He's basically my little older brother.
Has he been a good big brother?
It's kind of hard to say. I feel like I'm the older brother. He just so happens to be older than me.
Right.
So he's basically my little brother, just upper in age.
Who's older, right.
Yeah.
So what was it like when you were children? Was it that way too, that he...
I mean, we had some good times, but I think an older brother should be teaching you, should be leading you and stuff like that.
What,
And
he hasn't taught you anything?
He didn't teach me anything. He taught me how to, blow bubbles with my spit and stuff like that. Nothing really that'll help me in life.
What about ride a bicycle or anything like that?
I hurt myself when he tried to teach me, so I think he pushed me, but,
Right.
he didn't teach me any of that.
Just nothing?
Nothing.
Wow.
Well,
why were you such a trifling older brother?
I think it's just that he forgot a lot of the stuff
Well,
that I
tell him
did.
what he forgot. What did he forget?
All right. When he first moved out to California,
Okay.
I set up everything pretty much for him. How to where places to go,
Right.
how to sneak on the train. Sorry for saying that.
Right.
But like, I
Without
taught him.
paying? So you taught him how to be a criminal?
See there?
No,
See there?
You taught him how to jump on the train?
I taught him how to get on the train. If he pay or not, that's not up to me.
Okay,
But,
wow, that's your big brother,
horrible.
huh? Little
Horrible.
brother.
Trying to get me arrested, man.
So what made you move out here?
Well, I was in Kansas City at the time going to school. I was going to school full-time. I was working full-time, had
Right.
a part-time job. Then
Wow.
I had a girlfriend, which is a full-time job, basically.
Right.
So I just wanted to get away from everything. And I was like, my brother had all these stories about L.A., and I'm like, man, you know what? I'm going to move to L.A. for a semester.
So you came to Los Angeles?
I came to Los Angeles, and I wasn't planning on moving out here, which I guess we didn't communicate or something. So he moved into a different apartment.
Right.
And I was looking to live in his old room because he said he's never home. And I'm like, cool, that's free rent or whatever.
Right.
Turns out he moved out. I had to pay rent with him. And when I moved out in August, he was like, oh, yeah, you owe me July rent. I'm like, wait, what?
Well,
What?
did he have a nice life here in L.A. when you moved out
I thought
here?
he did. I thought seeing the beaches behind him, you know what I'm saying?
Was the beach
women
behind him?
Yeah, the beach
Way
behind him, just,
miles.
you know what I'm saying?
Miles and miles behind
Looking
him.
at the Pacific, and I'm like, let me see that, All
So-
we got is creeks,
So did you see the Pacific from his window?
I didn't see anything. I saw a homeless guy looking at me.
I didn't tell him that he could see the Pacific
What
out
did
the
you
window,
tell
but
him?
I did tell him like we could go out, we can hang out at night,
Right.
see the LA life.
Right.
We can go hang out at Santa Monica Pier.
So then, how did your life progress with your brother here in Los Angeles?
It went downhill. I mean, when I first got out here, I'm thinking he had everything together. He moved out, like he had a month to get everything.
Right.
I came out here, there was no electricity in the house, no furniture, no refrigerator, no anything. He didn't have internet, cable,
No.
none of the bare essentials.
Wow.
All he had was a stove and gas. And so I came out here, we basically sitting on the floor looking up at the ceiling, just watching carpet grow. I mean, I was
So,
like,
no furniture?
no furniture. We had no furniture. We had no
Nothing.
lamps. We had nothing.
TV?
No TV.
Well,
No computer. No
Nothing.
anything.
I live life like a nomad.
but you had nothing, he said.
I was living kind of check to check, so I wasn't able to buy
A
some
bed? An air mattress?
No beds, no anything. I had to sleep on the floor.
You could
though.
get an air mattress for $48.
That's out of his budget.
So you come in and you think you're gonna be living this great California
Yeah, I think
dream,
I'm gonna
no
live like a
Pacific
celebrity.
Ocean, no bed, no TV, no internet, no nothing.
Nothing.
So what did you do?
I had to end up paying for everything. I had to buy for a refrigerator so I can at least have some food in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to put the water in my name. I had to put the electricity in my name. I had to buy internet. I had to buy a game system. You know, I had to put all this in my name just so we can at least have the bare essentials.
Okay. So is that true? Did your brother come out here and put all this stuff in his name?
My brother did come out here and put all
Right.
the stuff in my name.
In his name,
In his
right.
name, yeah. A couple reasons.
Well, why
One,
couldn't you get the electricity in your name?
well, because at my old apartment that I
Right.
was staying at,
You didn't pay the electric bill.
something similar to, yeah, I didn't pay the electric. I didn't pay the electric bill, so I
Okay.
couldn't get the electricity in my name. So I told him to go ahead, put it in his name.
Okay.
But I lost my job. So
Right.
when I lost my job, like everything went downhill. I was unemployed,
Right.
so money
How
was.
long had you had the job?
I had the job for about a year and a half.
Well, you had almost 2 years then, but you still had nothing to show for that job. Before you lost the job, I'm hearing you basically living in an empty apartment with no lights.
Yeah.
So you didn't do, what were you doing with your money? It looks like you dress well.
I do dress nice, but yeah, it's from the alley, so it's like a $10 shirt, $3
Right.
tie.
Yeah, but if you gone to a thrift store, you could have found a bed and a couch.
I don't want to get a bed from no thrift store.
You'd rather sleep on a floor that everybody's walked all over and put your face down on a carpet that many people have walked across.
Well, now that you put it like that. That's not the first thing that registered in my mind.
It would have been the first thing that registered in my mind. I mean, you looking all fly and everything and going home to an empty apartment. You're camouflaging. That's what you're doing. You're camouflaging. And you were camouflaging to your poor brother.
When Judge Karen's court returns,
So what happened at the mall?
It was me and this guy were walking to the cars.
Right.
He's parked right behind my little brother's car.
Right.
And so I give him the eye contact to let him, because one of us is gonna have to back up first. Since I'm the dominant person by initiating the eye contact, that's me letting him know that I'm going to back out the car first.
Why didn't you just say that, man? Let me move my car first. Let me see the look. Give your brother the look you gave the man.
That's it.
And bam, he hits my brother's car.